Hello, welcome to Pastel Tapas. Today I am in a new outdoor sound studio. Since I'm currently without an indoor studio, I have the great pleasure of every time I'm shooting an intro, finding a new location for you. And they don't often exactly relate to the video you're going to see, but I came here to Port Williams just for the beauty of it, for the sunshine, and to give you an opportunity to listen to the seagulls. So now let's get going, and we're on our way west of Port Angeles to the mouth of the Elwha River. It is a very frosty morning, and we're so excited to be going out early in the morning to see this. It's west of Port Angeles, and it's going to take us about 45 minutes to get there. You know, every time I've been, the conditions are so different, and it's a wonderful spot for gathering reference photos. So that's pretty much today what I'm going to focus on. A lot of times I will show you a pastel demo with it, but today it's all about gathering reference photos. What a beautiful brisk morning, and as we walked along the dike, the water in the estuary was like glass. What are you seeing? Anything else that you recognize?
Mallard, drake.
Yeah.
And then there's one that's got a huge white chest.
Oh. It is fun. I feel like your binoculars have given us a new level of interest to our outings.
Yep. And I'm warm, so.
Yeah, that's true. We layered up for this.
35, maybe 40.
Yeah, look at it's cold out. You can still see the frost on the ground here. Yeah, there are surfers out already this morning. Oh, there's a heron to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, oh, it just landed over there. I love this scene right here, with the water on the left and then this tree. This looks like an alder tree with the little cones on top. Yeah, that is very neat. Is the Strait of Juan de Fuca out there? This is where the Elwha River empties into the strait. Fun thing. Oh, look at the size of those waves.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why the surfers are out.
Yes. Look at the birds taking off out there. Oh. Can't wait to get out there. Wow. Look at how high this is. The tide is really high. Oh my goodness, this doesn't look anything like the last time I saw this. On this particular morning when I was painting at the mouth of the Elwha en plein air with my friend, when we got there in the morning, we were treated to such an amazing sight. The tide was low, and it exposed the sandbars and the green moss and algae that was there. And with the sun coming up and glowing on it, it just made the green so vibrant and almost a shocking green. And we had to work fast, and we painted quickly and were able to capture that moment in our pastels that we did that morning. Wow. So, look at these waves coming in right now. I'm so excited to be here today and see this in a different way. So, the last time I was out here with a friend and we painted, the tide was very low, and there were these sandbars exposed right over here behind. Ooh, the shadow went right across my face. The sun is so low in the sky, it's hard to get this without a shadow. But this was sandbars right here. Today, we're just going to experience these great waves and people surfing into the sky over here. So let's take a look at the surfers and the waves. See if I can find my husband. Find Casey. He's out there. Oh, I think I see him. He went walking out towards where the water's emptying into the strait. There aren't as many birds out here as last time I was here, maybe because the water is so intense. Typically, there are more sandbars exposed right here, which are loaded with seagulls, but I think Casey's having a good time. I'm sure he's seeing enough. So, another time I was there with Casey, we were there and the fog was rolling in and created this dreamy kind of atmosphere. It was so amazing to see the birds flying in and out of the fog, and the people almost disappear into the fog bank as they walk down the beach. What a fun time we had. So all of these things just create a new experience every time you go, and I wanted to share that with you and to also let you see some of the things that have inspired me. Hello, what are you seeing?
I just watched a bunch of ducks, and then I've been watching a seal play out.
Oh, wonderful.
For like a half an hour.
Huh. There they go. Wow. Did you come all the way down here?
Yeah.
Look at the moss growing on the ground here. So if you're enjoying this video, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That way you get to keep it in your queue and you won't miss anything. And I have more coming all the time. And I'm excited to take you to the new locations that I'm exploring and all of the new demos that I'm doing. So thank you to all of my subscribers. I sure do appreciate you. You are such a great support. A walking stick. There is still frost on the ground here. I was thinking that in the shade we would find that to be true. We're just walking through these trees here to see what we can find. I feel like I have to be quiet in here. That water has receded, how much the tide has gone out just since we've been here. Did you enjoy yourself at the mouth of the Elwha River? It's a wonderful spot and we love it so much. So I go home with a lot of information. There's that intense memory and feeling of the day, a lot of what I take home with me is the impressions that I gathered and the feelings that I had. So I don't just copy my photos, but I try to remember what I saw and what inspired me at that moment. So thank you for joining me on this trip to the mouth of the Elwell River and for all of the excitement that we were able to share together. I'm excited that I could show you some of the location and some of the reference photos that I was able to gather. So I'm looking forward to next time, and there's always more to come. Bye-bye.